We're located at the Fort Sam Houston ISD Professional Development Center, 1908 Winans Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78234. This meeting is called to order. We also have the Pledge of Allegiance, pledge to the Texas flag, and an inspirational moment.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. You can. This is a meeting of the Board of Trustees being held in front of the public, which is not the same as a public hearing meeting. The board and the district appreciate the interest of all constituents and welcome you to our meetings. However, in the Board of Trustees meeting, only the board members and the members of the administration who are providing information to the board should speak during the course of the meeting, except the portion of the meeting designated for public input. Should any audience members have a question or a comment in the middle of the meeting, instead, please raise your hand, questions or concerns with the appropriate person at the conclusion of the meeting so that the board can conduct the board business without interruption. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance and the inspiration moment and the Texas flag.
Mr. President, board members, faculty, staff, students, families, good morning and happy early Easter weekend. I want to give you a little background about our pledges and our inspirational moment speaker today. Our Pledge of Allegiance is our 5th grade student, Eliam Maldonado, and is a member of Miss Freethy's 5th grade class. Eliam is the son of Staff Sergeant Alberto Bellarmine and Mrs. Yaritzi Bellarmine. Eliam has 2 siblings, Yariel and Ariana. Eliam's favorite subject is science. His hobbies include basketball, video games. His future goal is to specialize in sports. So, Eliam, I'm sure you're looking forward to the eclipse in a couple of weeks, correct?
I think so.
You think so? Okay, very good. Our middle school pledger represents Cole Middle School, and his name is Roy Dubbin. Roy's parents are specialists Charles Dubbin and Beatrice Dubbin. He enjoys participating in sports, math, studying, and playing with his siblings Reggie and Raina. Roy's favorite thing about Cole is the nice community, great teachers, and this is one of the things that just kind of caught my heart, and this is what we all strive for. He feels safe when he's at Cole. He feels safe, and that's what we aspire for all of our faculty, staff, and students. When he graduates, Roy wants to go to college, play soccer, and become an engineer or a businessman. Our high school inspirational message will be delivered by junior Deborah Garza. Deborah has been a part of Fort Sam Houston community since 2011, starting her educational career here in pre-kindergarten at the elementary school. Deborah is the daughter of retired Army Major Nathaniel Garza and Sarah Garza, who's a paraeducator at the elementary. Deborah has devoted 12 years of her life to playing sports, and she loves softball. Entering her 7th grade year at Cole, she began participating in the athletic program by running cross country and playing volleyball until her freshman year. Currently, she is the standing first team 13-3A all-district catcher 2 years in a row for the varsity softball, a defender of the varsity soccer team, and continues to run JV and varsity cross country. Most importantly, she is a 3rd-year member of the Athletic Leadership Council with Coach Mackey. By the end of her 9th grade year, Deborah completed the Cole World Language Spanish 1 through Spanish 4 program. This led to her induction into the Spanish Honor Society and serving in the elected position as the secretary. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the National English Honor Society. She is a participant in the UI Social Studies and Current Events Treasurer of the junior class and serves in a prominent presidential role in the student-to-student program. After graduating high school, Deborah plans to attend a 4-year university to major in urban planning or secondary education in history. She also aspires to continue her softball career at the collegiate level. Deborah is empathetic, determined, and committed. She leads with love and kindness, as her Grandma Debbie would say, in the classroom, on the field, and in her life. It is my absolute honor to introduce Deborah Garza to speak to the Distinguished and Honorable School Board at Fort Sam Houston ISD. So right now we'll get the pledges and Ms. Garza. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Great job. Thank you. Great job.
Good morning. My name is Deborah. I am the youngest of 4 much older siblings, 3 of which graduated from Cole. My dad taught all of my siblings how to play the game of baseball because it was his passion. By the time I was old enough, I had a glove and ball in my hands. Softball instantly became the one consistent thing that I could always rely on in my life. It was something and is something that I genuinely love to do. My 8th grade year, I was anxiously anticipating high school. I have several vivid memories that I recall on a regular basis that I owe the development in my leadership to. I remember multiple freshmen my 8th grade year telling me athletics is different in high school, that it wasn't fun or worth taking a class period of. Despite the warning and negative comments, I put athletics on my course request sheet. I had few encounters with my coaches that I interact with on a daily now. However, one specific memory was with Coach Flores, who is now my softball coach. I remember telling her in January, talking her ear off, that I would love to be the manager or help out at games. I let her know that I played softball and hoped to continue in my high school years. I also informed Coach Flores that I was a softball at Alamo Heights Little League. Let's just say her interest wasn't spiked. The connotation of Little League wasn't exactly a promising, mature athlete you'd want on your team. I've been a catcher for most of my softball career and played the catching position with a knowledgeable mind. Involved in every single play, I choose not to be the pitcher's glove, rather a valuable piece on the field that makes the game run smoothly and exciting. The very first high school game I played was the summer league in my freshman year. Nearly 4 years ago, yet I remember it distinctively. From the situations going on the field to the emotions I was feeling. Wanting to be defensively driven and throw runners out on base, I began throwing the ball around, which resulted in some extra runs. I heard a person over my shoulder in the stands yell, "That catcher is a wild thing." That evening marked the first game I listened to someone's words in the stands and allowed it to affect the way I played the game. It made me question my skill and foundation. I hit a wall and overwhelmingly succumbed to the feelings brought with having a deep love for something. Overnight, I did not develop a strong self-confidence or brush off those words lightly, but I used it to motivate me. I believe that it is important to mark what the different aspects of being a part of the athletic program are, what being a Lady Cougar student athlete is. There are interesting and distinguishable qualities at Cole that has separate from most. Existing as a small school in a larger city, as y'all have seen, every student at Cole has the opportunity to participate in a wide variety of programs, clubs, and sports. Although I am unable to showcase every detail of leadership that embodies my fellow athletes, I am able to highlight a few key qualities. Student athletes at Cole live with integrity, display mental toughness in adverse conditions, and aspire for excellence to meet or exceed the standard. Throughout my involvement in girls athletics and the Athletic Leadership Council with Coach Mackey, I've grown in my commitment, gratitude, and service to my teammates, coaches, and Cole community. The athlete that I am now is not the athlete that I was 4 years ago due to the exposure from participating in the athletic program at Cole. I believe greatness is achieved through perseverance and in no way, shape, or form a success individual. Without the support of my teachers, coaches, and teammates, I would not be the student athlete, leader, and person that I am today. I would like to leave you with a quote today. Adversity is not a stopping moment, it is a teaching moment, Coach Mackey. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you today. I appreciate your time.
We'd like to get pictures with our students, and if their families are present, we'd like to get them in this as well.
Got some little hidden speakers. It is always fantastic to have the students come before the board, and we have a chance to see what our district is putting out, such fine quality students, and to have the courage to come up front and speak, and to not only to recite, read an entire, how many pages you got over there?
Just two.
Two? Okay. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and you did a fantastic job. So thank you guys. Agenda item number 2 is a quorum. The following board members are present. Vice President, Mr. Richard Kling. Secretary, Dr. LaToya Sizer. President, myself, Mr. Woolley White. Not present, board member, Mr. Aaron Braxton. Board member, Ms. Andrea Nicholas. Agenda item 3 is public comments. Board Policy BD Local sets out the requirements for public comments portion of a meeting. During regular board meetings, public comments may address any topic, whether posted on the agenda or not. During special called meetings or work sessions, public comments are limited to the items posted on the agenda only. To participate in the public comment portion of a meeting, members of the public must sign their name on the sign-up sheet no later than 5 minutes before the meeting is scheduled to begin, and shall indicate the topic about which they wish to speak. The sign-in sheet will be placed on the podium in the Professional Development Center, located at 1908 Winans Road, San Antonio, Texas 78234. Agenda item 4 is the minutes from the regular business meeting of February 29, 2024, and the special meeting of March 21, 2024. The superintendent recommends approving the minutes from the regular business meeting of the Board of Trustees held on February 29, 2024, and the special business meeting on March 21, 2024, as submitted. Any board members, any comments? Hearing none, is there a motion for this agenda item?
Mr. President, I recommend approving the minutes from the regular business meeting of the Board of Trustees held on February 29, 2024, and the special business meeting of March 21st, 2024, as submitted.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
I, LaToya Sizer.
I, Richard Kling.
I, Woolley White. The majority vote, the motion passes. Let's see here. Agenda item 5. So let the record reflect, agenda item 5 is a closed meeting, as authorized by the Texas Code Government Section 551.074 Personnel Matters. At this time, we have 2 of our board members who are not present, Ms. Andrea Nicholas and Mr. Aaron Braxton. Therefore, we will table agenda item 5 to a later date. Agenda item 6 would call for reorganization of the school board. Again, we will table this until a later date to include our other 2 board members for voting. Agenda item 7 is the superintendent's report.
Once again, good morning, Mr. President, faculty, staff, board members, and students. I'd like to acknowledge a group of young students that I've had the pleasure of working with and learning from throughout the year. My Superintendent's Advisory Committee, and if you guys would stand up and maybe come up a little bit.
Here we go. Awesome.
These phenomenal students consist from grades 5th graders to seniors. And we've had the opportunity to speak on a lot of various things throughout the course of the year. Safety, curriculum, just mental health a little bit, how they balance in school, school and home life. And they have taught me a lot throughout this year. And throughout the years, it's a great joy to get out and sit down and actually break bread with them during their time and get to learn a little bit more about what they go through as a student from the elementary to our secondary on that level. So with that being said, I'm going to have some of our students come and talk about what we've talked about and the progress we made and future meetings. So Sophia, I'll let you have the comment.
Want me to just kind of cover what we do?
Yes, absolutely.
So we just kind of talk about things that affect the students on a student level, and we suggest ideas on how we think we can better those areas, and we do see improvement, right? Yeah, we see improvement, and I really appreciate doing it. I think it does overall improve the school, because if the students are happy, then their parents are happy, and then the school is just a better place to be at. And I think we've worked on a lot over the years. I've been on this committee since 5th grade, so I have really seen like the starting point and then where we are now. I don't know how the elementary is doing now. You guys are good? Y'all hear your improvements and your changes? So I know from an elementary standpoint, we're good now, right? And high school, I think we're pretty good. I don't know about the middle school. You guys wanna, yeah?
Anyone else want to comment on the middle school?
So I think just like we make suggestions and we see the improvements to the best of their abilities. And if it's something that, like, when I think we had something about school lunches come up a while back, and we get the explanation. We get talked to not like little kids. Like we get spoken to as what's the word? Like equals. There we go. We get spoken to like equals, and we get it explained to us as if like to a level that's our understanding.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things that we do talk about now, everything they want may not happen, and we give them the rationale why. But one of the things that I've always addressed with the group, and I say, guys, you know, I'm glad your administration brings you over here, but I don't want to waste your time. If you think this is kind of a waste of time, meeting with y'all once, twice a month, let's discard it and we can move on. So I'll ask y'all now, do y'all want to kind of get rid of this program, or do you think it's beneficial to the betterment of our district? Because I truly believe student voice is very, very powerful. What's y'all's thoughts?
I think it's necessary.
Okay.
I'm Garrison. I'm a junior in high school, and I've been in this in 6th grade. And over the last, I'd say 5-6 years, I've seen like changes that I never thought would be possible at like, I guess, our level. I never thought like we'd be able to like have a voice in a sense, and we touched on like things that I feel like most school districts don't like aren't able to. From going through COVID and going, you know, like having mental health checkups and stuff like that. It's really nice to have like a voice in a sense.
Anything else,
Who are they?
guys?
Who are they? Their names?
Oh, why don't you introduce yourself and what grade you're in? Go around.
I'll start. I'm Sophia Sadler. I'm in the 10th grade.
I'm Maya Ponce, and I'm in 5th grade. I'm Isha Elliott, and I'm in 5th grade.
My name is Christian Cobb, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Rael Martinez, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Joshua Jefferson, and I'm in 8th grade.
I'm Garrison Barton, I'm a junior.
My name is Ian Douglas, and I'm in 6th grade. My name is Ian Douglas, and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Jacob Archiaga, and I'm in 7th grade.
My name is Samantha White. Sorry, my name is Samantha White. I'm in 7th grade.
Cool. Good job.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you again. Okay, teaching and learning, you have nothing this month, correct?
No, sir.
Principal's report. Mr. Gomez, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, I know there's a lot going on this time of year, so I really wanted to focus on some very special upcoming events that we have coming up, making sure you have those on your calendar in case you could join us. This Saturday, we're really excited. It's going to be the first time we're partnering with Urban Smoke down the road. PTO helped us put that together. And we're having a fundraiser there from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you're hungry on Saturday, come grab some barbecue. They're gonna give a percentage back to our campus. So we're excited about building those partnerships with businesses nearby. We have some students that are gonna be performing around 11:30 in the morning as well. So if you wanna catch that, come early. Week of April 1st is Assistant Principal Week. So at the campus level and district-wide, we know how much our assistant principals do for us, so we just want to have that on your radar as well, because that's obviously already next week. School Librarian Appreciation Day is on April 4th, and the National Library Week is the week of April 8th, so we're going to do some special things for our librarians as well. A really big event coming up I want to make sure everybody has on their calendar is on April 11th, and that's, we have Ray Fell this year is going to come visit the elementary at 2 p.m. We'll be out in the front lawn. It's always a special day because then we end the evening with our STEAM and Purple Up Night event, and that's from 4:30 to 6 p.m. So please join us for that. Again, it's on April 11th, STEAM and Purple Up Night from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Also in April, we have our state testing coming up, so we're getting our kids ready for that. Of course, we'll start with reading, we move on to the other subjects, science and math. And then also in April, busy time, like we said, busy month, we'll have our book fair that our PTO also supports us with, and that starts on April 18th. Kids love book fair. I know my son, whenever there's a book fair, he comes home with a magazine, he wants like 10 books, so our kids love that event. So we're excited about having that for our students. And that's all I have for this month.
Cool.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Gomez.
Thank you.
Barbecue, right?
Yes, sir.
Where's that located at?
It's, you just come out here, Winans Gate, turn right, and then right there, Redmond to the right, it's right there, 225 Urban Smoke.
I'll
They've
come
been
by.
really helpful, great, our staff loves it. Anytime they have a few minutes, they go pick something up, and so if you haven't had it, join us on Saturday, we'll be there.
I'll be there
All right?
early.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Cerna, good morning. You have the comm, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Okay, so some of the events that are happened or will be, coming on here at Cole are the College and Career Night. So we did that Tuesday, and it was here at the high school. It was pretty nice. So what ended up happening is you have college universities show up. You have some local businesses show up, and they're doing on-the-spot interviews. They're doing some summer hiring, so you can walk out with a job. And we have presenters about different careers. So it's a mix of groups, agencies, from on-post and off-post. Last year we did it, and it was all right. It went pretty well. This year was even better because the reason I'm saying that, we had students from Blackland, East Central, Randolph, and Fort Sam all come in. It's a JBSA event. It's how it felt. So that was impressive. I do have to give all the credit to our counselors. Ms. Garza is the lead counselor, and they did a great job putting that together. I also want to acknowledge Ms. Black for being there. You had a table set up, and you helped with a lot of those contracts. Saturday we have the S2S Purple Up 5K Community Fair here at Salado Creek Park. It's on the Saturday the 30th. That's the kickoff to Month of the Military Child. The Month of the Military Child is April, so that's when you start hearing all about the Purple Up events and wear purple on Thursday. So Saturday is our community event, 8:30 in the morning to about noon. So you'll have, just there's something to do on Saturday if you're already not busy that day. Next week we have a couple of job fairs that we're going to at the admin. Mr. Gomez and Dr. Sultan and I will probably be trying to go out and look for some applicants to fill some of our projected vacancies. We have a UIL competition on Thursday. That's a district competition here at Cole, so we'll have probably a total of 8 or 9 schools competing in academic events. Prom is on the 13th. That's just FYI. We don't expect a whole lot of folks to come out there. That's FYI. Prom is coming up. GROTC Spring Awards, 6 p.m. That's going to happen on April 15th. GROTC Spring Awards ceremony at 6 p.m. April 17th, we have Muse. That's one of our CTE showcases, Career Technology Education, Career Technical Education showcases. So you'll have culinary working with digital media, and they'll do a kind of an art gallery exhibit with hors d'oeuvres and different kind of beverages. It's a really nice event. We opened that to the public to some degree because we want all of our business partners to be able to come and enjoy that same event and showcase our students' work. April 20th, we have a cheerleader mini camp. That's gonna be here at Cole. The target audience is our elementary students. And then on the 26th, you heard Mr. Gomez talk about Ray Feo, who's one of our Fiesta celebrities. He goes around every year, different person every year, goes around, visits with school, talks to you about the importance of education. But it also marks Fiesta Week. So Fiesta Week lasts a lot of days, probably a couple weeks. Our school is in the Battle of Flowers Parade. It's a 3.5-mile parade that goes through downtown. Starts in the morning about 10, so we'll be out marching that 3.5-mile route with our cheer squad, band, spirit group, and student council, and we have a float. Our float theme is Picnic in the Park. And you'll see Barbies and Kens on the float. If you don't get a chance to get out there, they'll show it on TV, so you can watch for us on TV. But it's a really fun event. It doesn't happen every year. It's probably every 4 to 5 years. That's my report.
Thank you, sir.
Cool, good deal, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Sultan, you didn't have anything for this meeting, or does Ms. Novak, Ms. Marquez, nothing? And I believe you, Coach Norman, you had his report, sir?
Wait for the call now.
Okay.
Let's stay up there.
He's at a track meet.
Here's what I have from Coach Norman. He is at a track meet. The whole squad's at Randolph right now competing. So the report I have from athletics, boys basketball completed a successful season.
Cool.
State semifinalists with numerous all-state selections. Same with our girls. They did an outstanding job through that playoff run. What's hard is going down that list of accolades. There's a ton of student achievement. So what we're working on now is what do we do next? But some of our seniors, as they graduate, want to make sure that they feel recognized for all their work. So you'll have a C Awards invite coming pretty soon. Athletic C Awards is what we have here in the gym, and we acknowledge all the athletic accolades across the board. Middle school track completed their season. 8th grade girls won district, 8th grade boys second in district, 7th grade girls third in district, and 7th grade boys were also third in district. And currently, as you heard from our reader, Deb Garza, softball and baseball are in season. Tonight we play Randolph in baseball and in softball. You get a chance to make it out to the Pershing Park. That's a softball game versus Randolph. If we can score 7 runs and get the win, you get a free Whataburger. We'll hand you a coupon at the game. You can go pick up your burger. The boys are playing tonight at Capitol Park, which is on Worthwhile Parkway, Nacogdoches.
Cool.
Thanks, sir.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Good deal.
Mr.
There's a lot
President.
going on this weekend.
Mr. President, board members, that is my report for the month of March.
Thank you, Dr. Bates. And thank you to all for your reports. There's a lot of great things going on. And I'm going to start it off with being at the barbecue on Saturday. And then I'll go from there. Agenda item number 8 is the Board of Trustee comments. Board members, do you have any comments you wish to share at this time? Anything on training or anything you've done, Congress, whatever?
Actually, I do.
Okay.
So I do want to address the Student Advisory Committee real quick. Thank you for everything that you all do. I love to see that all grades are included. And then to the point where you mentioned family, that's an important dynamic because the school is not just about the students. It's about your families. And it works up and down both ways. So when the student's happy, the family's happy, everybody else is happy. But I really appreciate what you all do, and I'm glad that we have you all as a student advisory committee. So thank you.
You know, I want to caveat off Mr. Kling here because I wanted to get to it earlier, but someone, and you know who you are, you made the comment and you stated that we are heard, we are spoken to, really as adults, and our comments, our visions, and our thoughts are heard and put into play if the ability, the time, the opportunity is there. You know, that's more than you can ever imagine, because back in the day, when I was in your shoes, my voice was never heard. None of our voices were heard. We didn't have an advisory group. And to have a group that to sit with the superintendent of schools and to state your case on what your peers, your friends, your teammates from around the district, you know, to help push their agenda, help push their thoughts, their processes, and be heard, it's just an amazing thing. It doesn't happen. That's not the norm. So I want to thank you for all of you that's been serving since elementary up through high school, and the ones who are now in elementary doing it now. I hope you stay with us and continue to build, because you only get better as you grow. So thank you, and appreciate what you do. Agenda item 9 is the financial report for February 2024. The superintendent recommends approving the financial report of February 24 as submitted. Any comments, board members? Hearing none, is there a motion for this agenda item?
Mr. President, I recommend the board approve the financial report for February 2024 as submitted.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
I, Richard Kling.
I, Latoya Sizer.
I, Willie White. Majority vote. Motion passes. Agenda item 10 is the quarterly investment report for the period of 12/01/23 to 2/29/24. The superintendent recommends approving the quarterly investment report for the period of 12/01/23 to 2/29/24 as submitted. Any comments? Hearing none, is there a motion for this agenda item?
Mr. President, I recommend approving the quarterly investment report for the period 12/1/2023 to 2/29/2024 as submitted.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
I, Latoya Sizer.
I, Richard Kling.
I, Willie White. Majority vote, the motion passes. Agenda item 11 is discussion and possible action to reconsider board policy BD local board meetings public participation. Let the record reflect that one of the board members that placed this agenda item on for today's board meeting is not present, and therefore we're going to table that agenda item to allow that board member to speak their thoughts. We will move on to agenda item number 12. Closed meeting as authorized by the Texas Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with the council for the district regarding the board. Policy BED local board meetings, public participation. Again, we will not move to closed session. We will wait until our board members are here to discuss the issues. We will move on to agenda number 13. Agenda number 13 is recommendation to approve the instructional material certification. The superintendent recommends approving the instructional material certification, which certifies that for each subject in the required curriculum and grade level, the district provides each student with textbooks, electronic textbooks, or instructional materials that cover all elements of the essential knowledge and skills adopted by the State Board of Education for that subject grade level as submitted.
Mr. Bain, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, this is the 2024-2025 TEAC certification document that needs to be board approved and sent to the state. And as the IMA coordinator for the district, I usually handle that annual responsibility. What it does is it certifies or assures that we're going to teach 100% of the TEACs, the essential knowledge and skills, which is the expectation of all the districts. In return, after we do that, we are then allowed access to IMA funds, in which we can order instructional materials. So IMA funds, it stands for Instructional Materials Allotment, a certain amount of money that we get every 2 years that we can purchase instructional materials with. So we do that throughout the year. It closes down every year about this time, and then opens up in the middle of May to all the districts who have certified to be able to access those funds again to order materials for the next school year. The document that I need to send to the state is, I think we have it with you. The very last page, it needs the board president's signature and also the board secretary's signature. The rest of that document, I know there's a lot on there. What you're looking at is about 30 pages of the 4 main subject areas that is broken down further into kinder through 5, grades 6 through 8, grades 9 through 12, and what exactly their main instruction materials that they used this past year. So I guess the thinking is that they want to add layers of checks and balances when you're dealing with a lot of money. So our past instructional materials that we have purchased through the year should fall on that paper somewhere.
Cool.
So
Got it.
it's an annual responsibility. All the districts do it. We do it every year. And I'm here to answer any other questions you may have. Otherwise, that's all I have.
Thanks, it was a very thorough report, so thank you for providing it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Agenda item 14, the 2024 Month of the Military Child and Purple Up for the Military Kids Day Proclamation.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, correction, I stand corrected. Is there a motion for agenda item 13?
Mr. President, I recommend the board approve the instructional materials certification, which certifies that for each subject in the required curriculum and each grade level, the district provides each student with textbooks, electronic textbooks, or instructional materials that cover all elements of the essential knowledge and skills adopted by the State Board of Education for that subject and grade level as submitted.
For a second,
I second.
all in favor?
I, Richard Kling.
I, Latoya Sizer.
I, Willie White, majority vote, the motion passes. That's what happened when I take off my glasses. I just see the biggest thing pointed to me. Agenda item 14, the 2024 Month of the Military Child and Purple Up for Military Kids Day Proclamation. The superintendent recommend adopting the 2024 Month of the Military Child and Purple Up for our Military Kids Day Proclamation as submitted.
As Dr. Serta said, that's in the month of April, and we'll start activities kicking off.
Right.
Dr. Bates, I'll have a calendar for you guys as I do every year. I don't have it right now, but I'll have it to you by the end of the day. That highlights the main events that you guys would want to maybe be aware of, so that you
Yes.
could join us, like the barbecue on Saturday. And so I will have that for you. I do not have that at this time, I usually do, but I will by the end of the day.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments, board members? Hearing none. Is there a motion for this agenda item?
Mr. President, I recommend adopting the 2024 Month of the Military Child and Purple Up for Military Kids Day Proclamation as submitted.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
I, Latoya Sizer.
I, Richard Kling.
I, Willie White, majority vote, the motion passes. Agenda item 15 is the Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation for the week of May 6th through the 10th, 2024. The superintendent recommend adopting the Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation for the week of May 6th to 10th through the 10th, 2024 as submitted.
This is annually. We use month May as teacher appreciation, so there'll be activities throughout that week.
Cool. Good deal. Any comments, board members?
Nope.
Hearing none, is there a motion for this agenda item?
Mr. President, I recommend the board adopt the Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation for the week of May 6th through the 10th, 2024 as submitted.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
I, Richard Kling.
I, Latoya Sizer.
I, Willie White, majority vote, the motion passes. Agenda item 16 is the proposed Fort Sam Houston ISD regular business meeting for the 2024-2025 school year. The superintendent recommend approving the proposed Fort Sam Houston ISD regular business meetings for the 2024-2025 school year as submitted. So everybody had an opportunity to look over
Yes.
the calendar and everything, right? Were there any questions, concerns, anything? No? Hearing none, do we have a motion for this agenda item?
Mr. President, I recommend approving the proposed Fort Sam Houston ISD regular business meetings for the 2024-2025 school year as submitted.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
I, Latoya Sizer.
I, Richard Kling.
I, Willie White, majority vote, the motion passes. Agenda item 17 is a closed meeting as authorized by the Texas Government Code Section 551.074, personnel matters. We will move into closed session. The time is now 11:39 a.m.
Say that one more.